We're live. All right, y'all. Let's just go ahead and say it. Some of us are still building our whole life around a job in a country, in an economy that is already showing us it does not care if we make it or not. Right? Now, hold up. Don't get huffy because somebody needs to hear this, y'all. The world is changing.
It's changing fast.
Right? The West is losing power. The East is rising. The global South is rising, right? And AI is changing work. And if we don't understand what is happening, we're going to be sitting here trying to protect a paycheck in a system that is already planning how to need us less. That's the part. That part right there. All right.
So y'all know what we do here. We talk about money, we talk about travel and life abroad. But really, what we talk about is options.
Mm-hmm.
Back in 2018, we were negative $22,000. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Cray.
But we got our act together. Now over 1.1 million in net worth and living in abroad. Yeah, we're not talking theory. We're living what options look like.
So put in the chat. All right. Number one, AI is taking jobs. Number two, wait. No. Okay, I ain't gonna do that right now. Because something's missing. Usually we have a question and something is missing, but you guys know today is Thursday. That means today is a Thursday short, and today happens to be Legend Thursday, right? And so we have got members of the channel who are backstage and waiting to come on to chitty chat. Oh gosh, Substack. Hey, LinkedIn, y'all are doing well, but Substack
just keeps acting.
It just keeps acting up, right? I don't know what's going on. Anyway. All right. I want to know what is keeping you up at night. All right. Because let's see what has just happened. Oh, I know. The Voting Rights Act just got right. All right. Let's just bring them on. The Voting Rights Act just got right. AI. So this is what I want to know. What is keeping you up at night with the nonsense that's going on? Number one, AI taking jobs. Number two, cost of living. Number three, U.S. losing power. Number four, dependent on one paycheck. Now, even those of us who are single, sometimes depending upon just one paycheck can be problematic.
Yeah.
Right? It really can. All right. So for those of you who are new to our channel, you might not know. Back in 2018, Rick and I got a wake-up call, y'all. We got close to retirement age and we were looking at our money. Did it look
crazy?
But we got our financial act together and we went from negative 22,000 over 1.1 billion in net worth. Y'all, if we could do that.
You can do it too.
You could do it too. So if any of this sounds interesting to you, if this is information that you believe you want to know about, please subscribe. All right. That helps the algorithm gods. And you want to hit that notification bell twice so that you know every single time that we go live or drop a new video. Yeah. And hit that thumbs up.
Thumbs up there.
Hit that thumbs up. All right, sweetheart. So what are we talking about today?
So today we're talking about why Black Americans need a new money plan.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're connecting three things. Who gets to build wealth, why texts don't automatically help you, and what we need to do differently.
That's right. So, okay, we got Jay Kramer, we've got Amber on, and I don't see anybody else. Yo, if you want to be a member of this channel, We get together every Sunday, 1 hour before we go live. So that's 2:30 Eastern time. And we chitty chat backstage with all of our members. And then on every other Thursday, legends are welcome to come on live with us and chitty chat. So we're talking about today something that we have been talking about for a while now, and that is the fall of Western dominance. And with all of the nonsense that is going on in the United States right now, I mean, I've never heard more people talk about how women should not be allowed to vote. And then the bought and paid for corporate SCOTUS, Supreme Court of the United States, just gutted the Voting Rights Act. At the same time that the melon felon titty baby is trying to pass the SAVE Act, and it's right now in Congress, that would eliminate the right for women to vote, among other things, among a lot of other treacherous things.
Yeah.
The West is falling and no one is saying anything. So who gets the money? That's what I want to talk about, right? Who gets the money? Now, we have tightened this up for time, but I want to go through this really fast, and then we're going to bring Amber and Jay Kramer in to add their thoughts. But think about this historically, because right now, what is going on between you got Russia acting like an imperialist and just stomping across West in Europe, right? You've got Yahoo, Bibi Yahoo, the felon. Sound familiar? Who has decided that Israel should be one of the superpowers and should be an imperial over all of the brown folks who live around Israel, the stolen land. Right? And then we've got the titty baby that we live with doing what he's doing. And the thing about it is nothing is new. None of this stuff is new. Like the United States has been doing this bullshit since its inception, and no one, like, we don't talk about it. We act as though it does not exist, right? So if we look back historically, let's just look back to how they divided up the land in the last couple of generations. Let's talk about our mama and daddy's generation and our generation and our kids' generation, right? After World War II, during and after World War II. Japan gets bombed to hell, right? Cambodia is having internal conflict. China is having internal conflict. It's what we would expect after British imperialism. And so we bombed the heck out of Japan, the first and only time that we decided that human beings should be exterminated. But why do they hate us, right? Now, Japan has no resources. They don't have any natural resources, right? All of the stuff that it takes to make chips, all of the stuff that it takes to make cars go, they ain't got none of that. But yet they're rich right now.
Yeah, one of the richest nations in the world.
Exactly. Whereas Congo has all of the things. They have the silicon, all of the things. And yet they're poor. And what do white folks say? They say corruption. Corruption? Are you effing kidding me? When we just saw another I'm sorry, another assassination attempt that looks kind of questionable,
Yeah, right.
allegedly, reportedly.
Who was
It
this?
looks crazy. Like the last person who tried to kill this man, I still don't know nothing about him. I mean, let's not get it twisted. Oh gosh, I don't want to go. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, right? But they say the reason why the Congo, the reason why Ghana, the reason why Burkina Faso, the reason why South Africa, the reason why these nations don't have anything is not, they don't talk about the fact that the West has stolen their natural resources for the past 100 years. They say no. They don't talk about the fact that the West has decided that they have the right to divide up a continent the way they want to divide it, right? Just draw the lines anywhere. Don't matter what tribes live where. We just gonna draw the line. Let's just, okay, we gonna divide. What you want? You want this part over here? Okay, let me make sure I got.
Well, that's why a lot of nations, African nations, are saying no more. Burkina Faso is saying no more to France. Get out.
But the West has the audacity to talk about corruption, not admitting to the pattern that we have seen where the West consistently does whatever it wants to do to nations of color, right? Korea had corruption. Taiwan had cronyism. Japan had government control, but when they did it, it was called development.
Mm-hmm.
When African nations did it, it was called a problem. So the real question is, who is allowed to win? And who got funded? And who got protected? And who got told, you just export the raw materials, we'll take the profits, huh? So having resources is obviously not enough.
No.
You have to control the value chain. That happens within our own lives. And of course, macro. What y'all think, Amber? What y'all think? How you feeling?
Oh
I'll
my
say-
goodness. Unbelievable. That's all I can say. It's just unbelievable.
Make sure that you're unmuted.
Am I
It's
unmuted? It's not, it's not just about the Voting Rights Act, obviously. It's the thought that now that we have to try to prove that the intent. You can't, how can you prove intent when they run everything? You can't prove intent that it's being racially, disparaging, or you can't prove that anymore. So that's the whole thing, is now you have to prove, oh, did I really do that? Oh, that's not what we intended. But that's what they're intending to do, is just to, totally decimate Black and brown people from the ability to engage or have representation that look like us. So I'm ready to go. Like I said, who wishes they were a little older? I do.
Or a little younger, right? Because there's possibilities.
Yeah.
There's real possibilities. Let's give a shout out to Jeffrey. He showed up early and just does what he does. Thank you, Jeffrey, and our community thanks you. Every single penny goes to our scholarship fund for Beyond the Blank. We do need to move with intentionality and purpose, because like what is going on right now, like this is history book shit.
Yeah.
This is history book shit. What you think, Ms. Kramer?
Wow, there's so much to take out. First, I want to say I'm so thankful to be a part of this community. I can't thank you both enough, Rick and Halisi, because we need each other now more than ever.
Yeah.
You touched on a lot of things, and And I'm grateful for, old people be knowing, right? I'm also a lemon head. So
we're lemon heads.
please. So for those of us, I'm 60. Thank God, listening to your wisdom and listening to our rich journey, and it takes all of us coming together to help each other. And I'm torn because I have a young Black man, my son here, and you talked on the micro and the macro of it all.
Right.
You spoke about everything that glitters isn't gold, right? So we have so much richness in Africa, yet the people that are in Europe and in Asia, like it's all complicit where they're not allowing us to have our own. We're not allowing ourselves, right, to really be in a leadership role because of the lack of unity, right? You divide and conquer. So I'm so grateful. When I was in college years ago, I did an unofficial minor in African literature. And I also, so Before the Mayflower, Help Me by Lerone Bennett. How Europe Underdeveloped Africa was also very helpful for me to really understand globally that, this isn't, just happening because of Trump. This, I don't even want to say his name, but this was 70 years in the making. And as much as I want to go, I was trying to break out, but my friends were like, no, you can't leave. In the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, maybe there's a way for me to do both, because you all mentioned that. But I think that if we at some point don't put out the fire here as much as we can. I was listening to Tallahassee Coates. Am I saying his name right?
Ta-Nehisi.
So he mentioned something that I thought was so powerful, that as Black people, God has really given us a lot of leadership and compassion, right? We're not fighting just for us. We never have. Because we really come from a place of love and compassion as parents, as mothers, right? Globally. So being here, I'm looking at Jasmine Crockett. I looked at the Black Lady Courtroom last night, and I looked at all the great legal minds that are here saying that we have to also do grassroots here, because I want to go to Portugal. I want to go to Panama. I want to go to all these places. But if we don't stop the fire here in any capacity, there won't be any place. You talked about Japan. All right. So everybody has their method of coping with the hypocrisy and theft, right? So thankfully for people like Dr. King, you have to lead with compassion and with virtue. And that's here to a certain degree, right? That's why James Baldwin had to come back. He came back. He said, I could have stayed in France and chilled out, but he had to come back. And he wasn't smiling when he left us either, but he felt there was purpose. So that's my 2 cents. I want to see you all, though, soon.
Some people are going to stay. And I don't believe that some people need to stay.
Okay.
But we know some people will stay. And there will be others who will stay to protect them.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
America does not deserve
No.
For us to stay and give it a second chance, right? Like the only reason to stay is to make sure that those of us who are aware and strategic and strong can protect those who are not.
Right.
In our community. And I hate to say it like that, but that's where we're at. We're back to Jim Crow.
That's where we're at, but that's where other communities have always been. They've always been there.
They've always been there. We've always had the welcome
always
mat.
had everybody's back and within their community. It's just that, with history and the divisiveness of Black people, it's just it's going to take a while, and it's probably not my life for that to like come back together. It's more than ever more community, but I'm young. I'm younger, and I'm 56. But I wasn't there during, I guess if you're 60 years old, that's how long the voting right. If you're in your 60s, then you lived through it. But I was telling myself, I'm not fighting anymore. Fighting for what? They don't want us here. Our ancestors didn't want to be here. I really don't want to be here. I just don't want to be here.
Well,
Like you said, they don't deserve us to be here.
So here's the thing. You, me, Ms. Kramer, when we were born, and Rick, well, no, Ms. Kramer, me, and Rick, we did not have the right to vote when we were born.
Isn't that something?
You barely had the right to vote, Amber.
Yeah.
Barely, because you're not that much
My
younger than us,
87-year-old mother is sitting on my patio right now, and she's just
totally
like, this
didn't,
crazy.
right? My mom did not have the right to have a credit card or a bank account. And these white Republican women want to take us back to that, right?
Unreal.
And so that same system that tells you can export labor, right? Go to work, pay for everything, right? And maybe one day you can rest.
One day.
Right? That's that 9 to 5, like fruit of the slavery tree bullshit trap. That's what that is, right? I mean, obviously, we got to work.
Yeah.
Right? We got to work. But we do not have to work forever. And that's the thing. That's the thing that they sell you, right? They sell you this at the same time that they're exploiting labor overseas, right? Talking about why does everybody hate us? Right?
Yeah.
I have a question. If AI does what I feel it's supposed to do, because this is very dystopian, right? I'm a nerd, so I'm coming from like an English teacher background, and I'm thinking about the two novels, Brave New World in 1984. And in both cases, you have a class of worker bees that really have like a group, like one mind. And they're one segment of the population, but everyone else is just, stripped of all rights. And so when women, and I've had women and white women, be very, indirect, passive in their way of being critical. And they would like almost suggest that any position I had was because of DEI. And I said, you wouldn't be here if there wasn't DEI. And
or affirmative action.
Right. Or you couldn't be here if you wanted a bank account, you would have had to ask your husband. So you're really voting against your own best interest, and you're not seeing the larger picture. And even if you're not going to be compassionate, how could you enjoy to eat your food if you know someone else is starving? But okay, if it's all about you,
but you're Christian at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
for me now, my thing is I'm Jewish, right? I'm an Orthodox Jew. And this is tough because I'm biracial. My mother's Black, my father's Jewish, and then I had an Orthodox conversion. And it's maddening to me. It's heartbreaking to me to see how there is such a blindness about the cruelty of the Republican Party and the racism and the misogyny and all of that. And so then it's almost, and I liken it to having a child that's gone off the deep end. You don't stop loving your child, but you let your child know, I'll be here to bail you out when you come to terms, when you figure it out, right? But you call it like it is. So here we are with people that would rather not have food to see that you don't have food.
Exactly.
Right.
Not only here, but around the world.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then what do you do with that?
And here's the thing. We think that this is common knowledge, but it's not. It's not common knowledge. Like, and this is the price of allowing our education system to go to pot. This is the price for us getting too caught up into white people's things and not keeping our eye on the prize, right? I was telling Rick, we had maybe 15 years of Black glory. I would say from 72.
Yeah.
Right. Like from 70 to 85 or something like that.
That's right.
Because Reagan started effing it up, but like it took a while for his stuff to take effect. right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was only going to be allowed until they didn't want to allow it anymore. I mean,
Well, of course.
I mean,
They
and now
didn't want to allow it. They did not want to allow it when it
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
But they didn't want the violence more than they didn't want that.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, then we got fat and happy, right?
Yeah.
And we thought that we were off the plantation, but we were not free. We were just employed.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Right. And now AI. You brought up Kramer. Ms. Kramer, you brought up AI. And the thing about it is they always said, like, if you look back during the Industrial Revolution,
Mhm.
they said tech would help.
Oh.
But tech help who owns it?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So who owns it? Right? During the Industrial Revolution, the people, first of all, it happened a lot slower than AI is happening. So we had time to catch up. That's number one. Number two, tech actually did produce other jobs, whereas I can't see any hint that AI is producing other jobs, right? And so, yeah, you're no longer on the farm. Now you're in a factory making matches. Still.
Can I suggest one thing though, that I think this is a lot more alarming, because when you think about the Industrial Revolution, and it really brought most people into the middle class technically, because now you don't have to deal with artisans to get your clothes. I mean, people could, like, you didn't have to be that wealthy to be able to buy things. It made it cheaper and more accessible. And if you were Black, you had that catalog. So even if you couldn't get into the stores, you still got to, do beautiful things with your home. Because that really geared everything towards the middle class. What's happening now, I feel, is they're trying to go back to feudalism.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So if they're going back to feudalism, now you have that 1% again that's really being tricked also, because if you're not in an island or a bunker like James Bond, like, on that island far away from everybody, right? You think that you're balling out because you're in a skyscraper penthouse, but you are really the human shield for the people who really want to control everything. So that sounds so like diabolical, but and I'm like, who benefits from that? Because even people that are hatching this up, like the Elon Musks of the world, it doesn't end well for them. They're miserable people. There's not going to be anything that's going to satiate them. So at that point, it's like good versus evil, and more people, I think that's where hope comes in. I feel that, man is not autonomous. God will let us do as much as we do until we realize that he wants us to treat each other the way we're supposed to be, in love, in compassion, right? That's what he really wants from all of us, to get along with each other and be right and do right. So once more people realize that.
You mean be human?
Yeah.
How about that? Right? It's going to happen, but it will happen. Sadly, it's going to have to be more and more people suffering because everything that glitters isn't gold. You saw those poor white children like in the 1960s. Like, my father's white, my mother's Black. My father looked like Dustin Hoffman with the comb over, right? My mother's a beautiful Black woman who's beautiful, dark and beautiful. My mother's hair was like Rashumba, very short. My dad would go to Harlem in the 60s to go buy my mother wigs, because that's how much he loved my mother. Right? So everyone is going to not be okay. Look what happened in Minnesota, how you had those people that were trumpers until they saw their neighbor, and then they woke up. So sadly, a lot of people are going to have to feel the pain, and they voted this man in.
Yeah.
And those people who woke up because their neighbors were getting snatched, watch and see, don't they vote Republican and get in 2028?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes. Because racism is so strong. That sense of, see, America, and here's the thing, y'all, because this is what is so insidious. And this is what I don't see when I travel to a lot of other places. It's this need, this hunger to impress everyone around us that we are special and that there's something about us and you need to pay attention and look at all the shit we've got, you know, and we've got the stuff and we've got the this and the that and the other and all of the things. And that hunger, that thirst it drives people crazy.
Yeah.
It really, really does. And so I don't see how white folks who cannot afford to buy the stuff will give that up when they can at least say, well, at least I ain't black.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but I think that that's going to change. When, I don't know, but I think that's going to change. I think there is going to be a paradigm shift.
I hope so. I hope you're right.
And when even knowing, well, at least I'm white, it's not going to work any longer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, he's usually the cynic.
Yes. I agree,
and I'm
though.
usually the one. But like I have, after they voted that felon in again, I don't care. Like if white folks were willing to put cement in a public pool just to make sure that we couldn't swim in there, they were fine with their kids not swimming. Like, I know that a pool is an extra. It ain't something that's necessary for life. But they weren't even paying for it directly.
Yeah.
It was just 20 cents, you know, a month out of their taxes. And yet, so I don't have that kind of confidence, right? I don't have that kind of confidence. And the thing is, it's like, okay, so if you look back at the Gilded Age, which you were talking about, you know, with the have and the have-nots, where the 1% have like not 50% of the wealth, which they do today, but more like 80% of the wealth. Here's the thing, like back in those days, as you said, we had artisans making clothing and this and that. You couldn't go to like TJ Maxx and buy stuff, right? So if everyone's poor, who's gonna buy all this shit? Like, how are they gonna be rich? Rich off of what? See, back in those days, they were rich off of the land.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why BlackRock is buying up all this stuff, all this land, and all these mortgages and stuff. Because, like, if your company just makes stuff that is not necessary, you're going out of business.
Yeah.
Right?
Can I offer an idea? I'm in the elevator. Can you hear me? When you have a ruling landed class and you had all those peasants, that was the payoff. That was their wealth. They didn't care who bought their stuff. They had to own and control everything. It's a power trip. Again, going back to Musk and all the oligarchs, all these people that, you know, want to rule, it's a power trip for them. They don't need to have a middle class buy their things. They'll just own everything and control us all. Period. So that's the end game. And that is actually quite gratifying for them. That I think will be the big payoff for that. And then sadly, what will happen is you'll have too many people, like you said, Rick, people are gonna get tired.
Yeah.
And that's when you have let them eat cake and then they start killing the kings and they start doing stuff, right? There's a vicious cycle they never learn. They killed Caesar, Rome fell. It's that cycle. It's that vicious cycle.
Right.
I want to know. I just want to know who's going to be buying this stuff.
Yeah.
Who's going to buy it? Ain't nobody got no job, right? Productivity keeps going up with AI, right? But ain't nobody getting paid more.
Right.
People getting fired.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody getting bonuses, right? You be training AI just to replace you. Come on. I'm like, they're just running profit machines. Ain't nobody making no money. It's like they did not learn from the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if I remember correctly, because we did learn this, they did teach us this, right? Wasn't it Henry Ford who said, okay, wait a minute. These people working all these hours,
Mhm.
but they
And they
can't afford to buy these cars. And there's only so many billionaires. Well, in those
Right.
days, millionaires,
Yeah.
whoever
Right.
could afford them cars.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
like billionaires are not buying 100 pairs of jeans a piece. They're not.
No.
So who's going to be buying the jeans, Mr. Levi? Who's going to be buying the jeans? Like if all of us buy 2 pairs of jeans, they'll be good. But if all of the billionaires bought 100 pairs of jeans a piece, they would not be good.
Right.
Right? So they sold 5,000 pairs of jeans in a whole year.
The masses will come together.
You think
Yes.
so?
I think
Yes.
so.
yes. Yes.
It has to. I mean,
It
where
has
else
to.
can you go?
Yeah.
Yes.
What else can
Yeah.
you do?
I mean,
All right. If you're watching from the future, I want to know. Oh, Action BJ's back. Everybody say hello to Action BJ. Okay. If you're watching from the future, I want to know, do you believe that these white folks are going to learn from their mistakes and vote the right way? Let us know. If you're watching from the future, let us know in the comments. If you're watching right now, let us know in the chat. Look,
I don't think so.
when
I
I
agree.
see these white women on these TikTok videos,
Mhm.
on these Instagram videos talking about if making America great again means that I have to lose the right to vote, then I'm willing, because you know every bad thing that's ever happened in America is because white women, I mean women have had the right to vote. Like, you cannot make this stuff up.
no.
I mean, like, because the way I see it, what logic means to me is like, okay, is the world fucked up? Yes. Who has been in charge? White people, black people, white people. Okay. Of the white people, who's been in charge? Men or women? Men. Okay. Like,
Right.
follow the logic.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's not do that anymore. Let's not do the white men thing anymore. But the people in Texas didn't hear it because they don't know logic, or they understand how racist they are.
Yeah.
All of those white women understand how racist they are, and they know that they will vote against their own interests, and they'll put in that mamby-pamby, Adelson, money-taking, AIPAC, Israel-loving asshole, as opposed to the black woman.
She laughed. They didn't like her laugh.
No, I'm talking about Jasmine Crockett.
Oh, Jasmine Crockett. Oh, yeah.
I'm not
Texas.
talking about
Texas. Yeah.
Kamala.
Yeah. Texas. Yeah. Jasmine Crockett. That's right.
Because
It's the hypocrisy, because everything they accuse her of, Tallarico actually,
He's already doing. Yeah.
right? So
exactly.
what do they say? Miss me with that? I can't. It's jealousy. It's jealous hearted. My mother used to say jealous hearted behavior. When you have jealous hearted behavior, you're exposed. And then hopefully going back to the people that are hopeful, and you are blessed because he needs you, and you need severity, you need clarity. So guess what? There'll be so many people that will call it what it is and stomp out the covetedness that people have, because that's really what that's what has to happen. So in my circles, remember, I'm an Orthodox Jew, and I'm like, okay, you might not invite me back to dinner, but this is wrong. All of this is wrong and terrible and horrible and unfair. Terrible and horrible and terrible. And we could do better. All of us are supposed to do better.
That's right.
And all of us are supposed to do better. And God don't like ugly. So I'm like, you know what? But we can't. I think the bottom line is you got to call it out. And sometimes you have to separate yourself with a long spoon.
Yeah.
Until
they, hard head makes a soft behind. Once they suffer enough, the people that are good-hearted, like in Minnesota, will have to now talk to their family, just like with the Civil War. Brother was fighting against brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To help us to become emancipated. It had to get to that level.
And that's what I feel. I kind of, I hate saying predicted it, but
Mm-hmm.
I always said it has to get a lot worse,
Before,
and
before,
a lot of people are going to have to suffer,
Absolutely.
and some
sadly.
ain't going to make it
Ugh,
before things change.
ugh.
Yeah. So, right, like we are all creating the roadmap, right?
Mhm.
We're creating the roadmap for two things. One, we are creating a roadmap for liberty, because y'all, okay, real talk. Everyone who is watching right now better be seriously, purposefully putting together a plan to get another passport.
Oh,
They
wow.
just gutted the Voting Rights Act.
Mhm.
They are
Yeah.
bringing Jim Crow back to
Big time.
a people who are like we are not in that. We are not. Y'all, they don't know us. They do not know us. Oh my goodness, they don't know us.
Mhm.
If they think that we're gonna go quietly
Right.
back into Jim Crow,
Not happening. Not
right?
happening.
And we know that things only change because people fought and organized, right? They striked, right? We need to have a national strike. We demanded more, but I don't know about y'all. I'm tired of fighting.
Yeah. I mean, and the whole thing is that it wouldn't even have needed to come to that. But
Right.
since there wasn't any representation, we were left out. So obviously we had to do those things and put those things in place, so that we could go to the grocery store, or we could go to the school that we were paying taxes for, police departments, and get the same representation. So if those things hadn't happened and there was Jim Crow, then we wouldn't need acts and rights, and it's
Yeah,
it's all a game.
it's
It's a
true.
game.
It's
It's a game.
true. It's true. It's
We're
true.
being gaslit.
And the thing. So here's the thing for us. Because we have been here before, but we have not been here before after integration, obviously, right? And so we're going to have to figure out how to recreate the networks and the systems for
Right.
power, for ownership, for business, for investing, for community, right? To create options for all of us. This is our charge now, and we have to do it insularly. Like what we have to do it without depending upon government help. We have to do it knowing that this is not going to be something that is just on the North American continent. These systems and this network have to be global, right? We have to give up the I'm a FBA and you're a this and you're a that and all of that. Like, we ain't got time for that.
No.
We do not have time to buy in to white supremacist idea on who our Black Americans, African Americans allies are. We have to decide who our allies are, and we cannot go by what people who have oppressed us historically. So listen to who is giving you the message before you just believe what they say.
Right.
Yep.
Right? All right. We've been talking long enough. Let's wrap it back. Because, oh my God, so much stuff has happened this week. I've been trying to ignore it because it's a lot. It is a lot, right? I've been trying, we got to stay in prayer, right? But not just prayer, but we got to get our spreadsheets out as well.
That's right.
Right? We got to do both, right? We got to build income streams that are not location dependent, that are location independent.
Right.
And then we've got to teach all of those around us how to do the same. Because the days of going to, somebody's corporation and even working there for 10 years to 15 years, I think those days are over, y'all. I think the America that we like the youngest boomers and the older Gen Xers, like, I think that world is gone. That world where America seemed like the good guy because we believed the bullshit, right? And it would always be protecting the good guys, and the dollar would always be strong, and we would always have this relatively safe haven, because it was never that safe for Black folks. Those days are gone. They're gone. And so
that's the challenge. That is a challenge.
It is. And so we don't want you to panic, but we want you to plan. Right? Pray with the spreadsheet open. Right? Let's open up our global accounts at Schwab, right? Let's figure out how to start investing in the countries that understand where the power is shifting to.
And let's learn to build communities in those countries.
Yes,
exactly.
Absolutely.
We need to have communities. We need to learn and to build communities throughout the world. Everywhere we go, everywhere we rest our heads, everywhere we take the time to want to be a part of a society, we need to build that community. We need to build our community.
And it needs to be tied to all the other ones, just the way everybody else does it.
Yes.
Right? When those Africans be moving to Colorado, and it's like, oh, so my cousin's going to be importing this fabric, and then baby girl over there, she's going to be sewing up the African dresses. Can you invite us to the Colorado Black, blah, blah, blah. Oh, right? Like, we need to be doing the same thing.
Absolutely.
I still think I'm still in the mindset of why all these African nations aren't looking at the Black brilliance of the United States, all those Black brilliant minds in the United States. Why aren't they reaching out?
Yeah. And then half of the Black brilliant people would be like, I'm African, I'm Black.
Yeah, we need to get by that.
Come on now, right? And so, right, like with what is going on, we got to create other income streams. And guess what we got coming up? Our next side hustle challenge. Our next side hustle challenge is starting in July, and the waiting list is in the description below. That comes with weekly group coaching, and then it goes to monthly group coaching after 10 weeks for a year. We got folks creating other income streams, right? Because this is what we have to do, especially because we cannot depend upon the dollar to maintain wealth. Right? You mentioned you listened to Our Rich Journey. I was talking to Christina the other day when we were at their house, and I was like, are y'all concerned about the devaluation of the dollar? She said, yes.
Okay.
Yes. And whatever they're doing, I'm sure they're going to talk about on their channel, right? Like, this is serious. So we got to do the thing, and we've got to create these other income streams, which is why we are continuing to do the Side Hustle Challenge and continuing to give scholarships for Beyond the Bling. Thank you again to Dennis for donating. And any closing thoughts, Amber and Ms. Kramer, before we let y'all go?
First of all, call me Judith.
Okay, Judith.
And just thank you both for just bringing everyone together. I can't thank you enough. My life has been so much richer because of you both.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for letting us be a part of your life.
Yeah.
Again, thank you. I am so looking forward to the June meetup. It is very enlightening and inspiring for me to see all the people that are, trying to make moves. And I'm just going to keep faith and, like you said, keep my spreadsheet open.
Yes.
And, you know.
So
And
Amber, this is
we'll
your
have some
first
fun.
meetup with us.
No, I was there last year.
Were you there? Okay. Okay. So,
I was there with
okay.
my sister.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember now. I
was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I can remember.
And see, sometimes I don't remember where I meet folks. I was like, did we have a one-on-one? What did we have? I don't know, girl.
We
I
will
don't
have
know.
a one-on-one.
We had that too. See?
Because I went back to the chick. Didn't you guys go back to the chicken
spot?
wing
Yes, we sure did. We got us some wings because you guys said they were so delicious.
Yeah. Yep. Well, they're still making those wings, and
Tickets
they are
booked,
still
trip
good.
planned. I am good, ready to go.
Yay!
And people
And
keep
so,
asking me, "Aren't you scared? Scared of what?" I'm scared to be here.
So they're asking you, they're asking
Like,
you,
you know, do I am I hesitant, you know, to go, you know, out of the country and things like that?
Oh.
I'm like, no, I'm more worried and afraid to be here and right now at this
Very
point.
true.
I'm
Oh my
no.
gosh.
Exactly. And so, Amber, tell people what your experience was last year as far as building community and all of that.
It was more than I expected. It was beautiful. The community, just the people that I met. We are like still on a chat from last year's meetup, and just all the questions and the answers and the help. I mean, like, people are so willing to help you navigate through being here and trying to get there, and all the questions and the resources. And it was just fun. I mean, it was fun. I have traveled a lot of different places, but I will, until I can make that move, it will be a part of my yearly out of the country trip as long as I can do it.
Oh,
And I have traveled. I have done some traveling around the world, and no, it was fun. I mean, I cannot wait to get back.
Yay!
All right.
See, now you're gonna make us up our game every year, Amber. See?
No, it was, I'm telling you, I just can't wait to get back. It's I don't want to leave. I actually was going to come from Denmark on Saturday the 13th, flying there, because I'm going to Scotland first, but I'm like,
Okay.
no, I don't want to miss the parade. I'm coming on the 10th. So
Okay. Yeah. Because, you know, let's see, the parade is on the 11th. So you're going to come Thursday. All right.
I'll just be flying from Scotland, so it's not a long flight. So.
Yeah, that's not a long
No.
flight. That's not a long flight. And if you fly in early, I don't know how late you're flying in. If you're flying in early, you still might be able to make it to the meetup with the Sangria Society. Because you know, we be partying. And then thankfully you can sleep in on Friday because you know we won't get started until the evening.
Yeah, I don't sleep, so it doesn't matter.
So yeah, it is fun. Y'all, we have the video, it's out there. Someone just asked, where is the wait list? If you got our email, the email has the link for the wait list. After we hang up from going live, I will make sure that it's in the description below, because I might have forgotten to put it in for the person who just asked. So I will do that. If you're watching from the future, it's probably already in there.
Yeah.
But anyway, the meetup, so we're going to have fun this year. We added back the river cruise. Now we blocked out time with the African Lisbon tour. So those of you who are new, who are going to do the Lisbon tour, African Lisbon tour, you're going to do it with mostly just us, because he blocked out those 2 days just for us. The African Flavors tour blocked those days out just for us.
And we do have merch.
Oh, we have merch.
You designed some very nice shirts.
Yes. Well, we have shirts for the meetup people every year. Every year there's a different design. And then we had this t-shirt as well. And that's on our merch shop. That information is in the description below. The merch shop is open. Y'all asked for it. It took us 4 years to get this done, y'all. And it's only because of June who lives in St. Charles, because otherwise there is no way that we would have gotten this done. But we have a special design just for the people who are coming to the meetup. So Rick and I are going to order them. We got to pay for it too. We're going to order them, and hopefully everybody else will. And then this year, like last year, we just had t-shirts and totes. This year, I think we have tank tops, men t-shirts, women t-shirts, oversized t-shirts for those who don't like fitted, and tote bags.
We have a couple hats too.
Yeah, in the regular merch we have hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do any hats for that has the design for the meetup. So yeah, and it's gonna be like a family reunion, walking around Obidosh, taking over Obidosh. There's 110 of us coming so far. So Nazare, get ready. Buddha Eden Garden, get ready. Alish Boa, get ready, because here we come. And it's always ball. It's always ball. So the restaurant across the street is already ready at the top of the hill where we're gonna meet. They've got great food. It's an Italian restaurant. It's big. And so yeah, we'll start there with snickety snacks and drankety drinks, and then we'll let the party get started. All right. Seriously, guys, if you need help to do the stuff that we are talking about, to come out here and party with us and to be able to do these things, we can help you. All right. We've got a Move Abroad toolkit that is in the description below. We have a Ready to Retire toolkit in the description below. It is brand new. I just revised it in the last 2 weeks or so, right? As well as our scouting trip checklist. If you are coming to Portugal for the meetup in June, it's always, every single year, it's during the Juneteenth week. Okay, you guys. And if you're coming and that's your scouting trip, please just download the scouting trip checklist. It's free. Ready to Retire toolkit. It's free. We've got a lot of resources that are free. All right. And all of that is in the description below. And with that, I guess we're going to let them go. We'll see them on Sunday. Yeah. We're going to see them on Sunday. What we talking about on Sunday?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
He can't remember. Ain't that pitiful?
I haven't looked.
I know. We do.
I'll look Saturday. How about that?
We do already have it planned out.
Yeah, we have it planned out.
We do already have it planned out. Actually, we're going to talk about, on Sunday, we're going to talk about the fastest ways to get out of Dodge. If money is the issue, if money is the thing, you're like, oh, I still need to make some more money. And we've got new ways to get those remote jobs. All right. To get those remote jobs so you can get out of Dodge. And here's the thing, you guys, because these are like entry level and above, $25, $30 an hour, what have you. Rick and I, our basics here in Lisbon, Portugal, add up to about $24,000 a year, not including groceries and travel. But that's internet, that's cell phones and all of that. Okay. So when we're talking about that, so that's what we're going to talk about Sunday. We've got some new information for you. Got to come back. See us on Sunday. We go live at 3:30 Eastern time. And with that, we're going to let you go. Judith and Amber, hang on for a second. And with that, we're going to let you go. Bye, y'all. See you on Sunday.
Not a dream, a destination. Our Black Utopia.